Hey, I ain't gonna knock his hustle though, bro. Bro on the grind. But like, why didn't you just become a cop for real? He on the grind to fake being a cop, but why didn't you just become a cop? Like, I'm hoping he don't have like felonies and shit, but like, dog, if you gonna put in all this work to become a cop, then become a cop, man. The fuck? Hey, it's your boy B Will, man. Welcome back, all my YNs and FNs, man. We about to see what they talking about on this new video, man. We about to react to what happens when a fake cop pulls over a real police sergeant. Let's see what they talking about, man. Let's see what they talking about.
In September 2023, an on-duty sergeant from the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department was traveling through a construction zone in his unmarked squad car when he spotted a Ford Explorer that closely resembled Indiana State Police vehicles. The driver, 23-year-old Jonathan Becker, wore a neon green uniform shirt with patches, similar to Indiana law enforcement attire. Jonathan soon pulled in behind the sergeant and activated his white and amber emergency lights, signaling what appeared to be a traffic stop. In response, the sergeant pulled over, but Jonathan continued driving, turned off the lights, and was later seen in another construction area with workers dressed in similar attire. The sergeant asked Jonathan if he was a police officer, but Jonathan denied it and accused the sergeant of speeding in the construction zone. While they argued, the sergeant called for assistance from uniformed officers. As they spoke, the sergeant noticed John's tactical belt had a radio mic, a key ring with an Indiana State Police logo, and a black whistle, items commonly used by police officers.
So the sergeant don't know if he a fake officer or a real officer. I think that's what they're getting at. But bro about to pack him a fat one. I see that.
Officers.
Are you a police officer in the state of Indiana?
I already answered this question. I'm not answering again. I already told you.
Okay.
So you're gonna stop playing games.
There's no games here.
Okay. Then I already answered that question. 5 or 6.
Well, the reason I asked you before is because I wanted to make sure if you are a police officer.
I already told you my answer.
Okay.
Stop asking.
You told me you're not a police officer.
I already answered that question.
You understand why I stopped to talk to you, correct?
Yeah, because you flew past me going 80 miles an hour in a post 55.
Okay.
For no reason. How do I know you're not on your way to the call because your lights are on?
What lights?
You're not in a police car, a marked police car. Okay. And then you put your badge on to talk to me.
Correct.
And your gun.
I didn't put my gun on. I have my gun with me because I'm a police officer.
All right. Well, I didn't see your badge on.
When I went by you in the car, you mean?
Yep. You put it on to come talk to me.
I ain't gonna lie. Buddy don't even look like a police officer. Bro look like a dishwasher at goddamn Cracker Barrel or something. Bro don't even look like a police officer. Shit. Police officer, they either a plate cleaner or a goddamn or they swole as fuck. And he look like he ain't been in the gym. So shit, let's see what happened with this.
Correct.
My neighbor Brian was like, "Yo, where'd you get this knife?" I'm like, "Bespoke Postman."
I see you talking about bespoke all the time. Is it?
Because I wanted to make sure that you knew that before I just come up and start talking to you what was going on.
All right.
Okay?
All right, go run me. Let's get this over with.
Okay. Do you understand what's happening here and why I'm here to talk to you?
Nope.
You don't understand?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have responsibilities enforcing traffic law on those?
I'm a flagger.
Okay. Do you have responsibilities to enforce speeding law on the
flagger.
interstate?
Whenever we're in a construction zone, I do whatever they tell me to do.
Okay. Has anybody tasked you with the responsibility to flash your lights at motorists on the road and tell them to slow down while you're driving?
What do we do?
Okay, what you're doing right now is stationary on the side of the road trying to ensure the safety of people in a construction zone, right?
Yep.
Okay. You understand the difference between the motoring public on 465, which is a busy interstate in Indianapolis.
I don't know what your point is here.
Okay. My point is, let's step back and look, okay? Would you agree that some people might think this looks like a police car? Or some kind of emergency vehicle?
It's a traffic control car. Just
Okay.
like his car.
Okay.
Just like his car,
which is
just
why
like
I-
his car.
okay.
We all use
Which is
different
why I
types of
asked you
vehicles.
why you are essentially trying to enforce traffic law on the interstate.
Who said I was trying to do that?
Did you not activate your lights? What you said to slow me down?
I did not.
You didn't activate your lights?
Nope, and there's a witness.
Okay.
Wherever he went.
You didn't activate these lights right in the front of your car?
Nope. My strobe lights, I did not.
Okay, what lights did you activate?
I didn't activate any lights.
Okay, so there's
Do you have any proof that I did?
two different stories you've given me. You said before it wasn't your strobes, it's your high beams.
Well, you said strobes. You
Okay.
told the Lawrence officer I thought.
Okay, these lights that are right in the front that are
Did I flash my
strobing.
strobes? So
Lights-
now you have two different stories, okay? So now you
Do you
said
understand the
you
action of
said
these
headlights.
lights?
So you said
Bro.
headlights and then strobes. So which one?
I'm
which one
asking
did you see?
I'm asking you what you
Okay.
activated, and you said you didn't.
So I'm assuming, bro said he a flagger. So I'm assuming that's like at the level of like a rent-a-cop type shit. So I think he taking his job too serious. He got the police lights and shit on his car.
Didn't activate
All right,
anything,
I'm
which is
done
not
talking.
accurate. Okay.
I'll talk to somebody else.
Have you ever been arrested?
I'll talk to somebody else. But I'm done talking to you.
Hey, is your laptop? Or do you have, well, you don't have one in there.
Yeah, I got one. I'm the mark behind him.
John explained that he owns Indiana Traffic Operations, a company specializing in traffic control at construction sites to ensure the safety of construction crews.
I have plenty of guys that work with me. Cops, IPD guys. So
See, this bro right here, this a real cop. No homo, but he built a little bit. And bro bald headed. He bald headed. Hey, cops are always bald headed. I don't know what it is.
Hey, are you on place for the wreck? Doing traffic. That's all I do. It's not like I'm not doing it. And he saw the whole thing. I don't know what he's trying to gain out of it.
Do you have your ID on you? Come on. You need it? Well, he's saying you're a witness to this whole thing, so I should probably get it.
This dude, he drives by in his Jeep. We're going what? 60? And it's a 55 on Shaitland.
It was also discovered John was on
Hey, bro, don't be pointing at me, dog. I ain't see shit. Don't be pointing at me.
probation for
You don't even know me. Don't point at me.
unlawful display of emergency lights on a vehicle.
Mr. Becker, is your driver's license? Are you on probation?
Yeah.
You're on probation?
You already know the answer to that
Hancock
question.
County?
You already know the
What
answer
are
to
you
that
on
question.
probation for?
You already know the answer to that question. You looked it up, so you already know.
Okay. What do you think he's on probation for? No, actually, I've never seen somebody on probation for it, but he's on probation for improper use of emergency lights.
It's not improper use. You need to reread that.
I'm not here to write you a ticket.
Okay, I know
What
that.
do you think the odds are that of
Okay,
all
hold
people...
on. Reverse. You said improper use. What did it say? Now you're implying to him that I use red and blue light.
I didn't imply anything.
You just told him, and so
You're
now
on-
everyone thinks they're.
Did you flash your lights when you were behind him?
No,
I didn't.
Of emergency
I
lights
didn't.
on a
He
vehicle.
flew past.
Well, you're
me
not the
like
police. So guess what? If somebody flies past you, call the police.
What do you think the odds are that of all the people that
Bro,
I'm trying
just
to talk to for
Bro, just a construction worker. That's what it is. That's exactly like I said.
flashing their lights on the interstate?
He didn't flash him, but
Whatever you want to call it.
he
bud,
flew by me
okay?
at 80
You're on-
miles
you're
an
on
hour, which
probation
would make
for unlawful display of
a
emergency
reason
lights
for us
on
to
a
believe that
vehicle.
he.
Honeybook completely changed how I do business.
Damn.
I'm a photographer and independent business. It's a fact.
did something about it.
Yes, you probably know a lot about the statute.
I
But you
do.
probably, if you're on probation for that, shouldn't be on the interstate trying to slow traffic down. And this is your lucky day that the car that you try to do that to happens to be an unmarked police officer who happens to be working. Okay? So don't give me a hard time when you're on probation for something
Don't touch
related.
my car.
Okay?
I'm not touching your car. Stop touching my fucking shit.
You're lucky I don't tow it, which is within my purview.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I've got your ID. You have this gentleman's information. I'm going to make a police report.
Okay. Thank you
How
for
that
report.
how that handles anything for your business based on what your current status is, I do not know. What is your probation officer's name?
I have to look at it.
You don't know who your probation officer is?
He's a real chill guy. I have to check in with him
Okay.
maybe once a month, so I don't even.
No problem. My suggestion to you is this is probably a bad idea. Your intentions may have been good. The bad things happen when people start down that road. And I'm not talking about you happen to flash them at a police officer. I'm talking about people get pissed off. I legitimately was doing something that you have no idea what I'm doing. That's what we do for a living. It was just your bad luck that happened to be what I do for a living. Okay?
What, drive 80 miles an hour in a 55 and then weave in and out of traffic?
I'm not going to take advice from somebody on
I'm just
probation
asking
for this,
you,
okay?
because
I'm not here to diminish what you do.
If you're in like an unmarked Fords or something.
Okay, are they gonna arrest Buddy or what? Because if they're not gonna arrest him, then there's no point in this shit.
Like that.
They doing all that talking. Bro, just make the report and go about it.
Alright, cool. But you said you're in COVID investigation.
Not COVID, covert. Yes.
Okay.
What we do, I'll tell you what I do for a living.
I heard COVID, so I was just
No,
like,
I don't go after COVID violators, okay?
He's tried to cut him so many breaks. I was mad when I heard about this. I wasn't even here.
We go after people. We do gun crime investigations. I need people to not know that I'm the police. That's what we do for a living. So, no, I don't normally waste any of my time, but you pique my curiosity, flashing your lights at me. I understand now you say you didn't flash any lights or whatever, and it must have just been my random luck that I came up here to talk to you and you happen to be on probation. I have no idea who you are. I have nothing against you. I'm just telling you, it's a bad idea to be on the interstate flashing your lights at people.
I'd see this car probably flying.
Are they together?
I think so. The skinny one with glasses drives that
Somebody
car.
may.
He does have red and blue.
Yeah.
I've never seen this one with lights on, but I've seen him at the crew car wash, and I could have swear I saw steady burns that are red and blue.
It's like, it's clear what they're doing. Like, you're wearing you got a thin blue line plate cover, you're wearing a thin blue line hat, like.
Come on, man. We all know, whether you want to admit it or not, what you're trying to do. There's a place for that. Apparently, based on what you're saying, you're trying to get me to slow down, okay? It's not your job, unfortunately, today.
Well, you're
Maybe
the
it will be
police.
in the
You
future.
shouldn't be driving like that anyway.
It's not your call. You don't know what
No,
I'm doing.
it's not my call, but you as
So
a
then
police
don't do
officer,
it.
you should be driving with due regard. And that was not due regard. And I'm sure he can vouch for me. That was not due regard.
If I saw this car coming up behind me and I couldn't see the plate, I couldn't see the lights, I would 100% think it was a cop, like an out-of-county cop.
Weaving
Mr.
in and out.
Becker,
Oh, no. Hold
listen
on.
to
You
me.
had your piece.
I will
I'm
not
gonna
be
have mine.
lectured.
Okay,
It
all right.
is not your place.
Yeah, because you should know better.
You don't know what I
You're
was
the police.
doing.
I'm not even the police, dude.
So what was I
And
doing?
then you asked me 20
Explain
times.
to me what I was doing.
Weaving in and out of traffic,
No.
no signal, and speeding.
What was I
with
doing?
no due regard.
What was I looking for?
I don't care what you were looking for.
How? So that is
You're
not your
driving
place.
with no due regard.
That is not accurate. How do you
Exactly.
know? Was I
So maybe you
following a
should have
murder
somebody-
suspect?
So maybe
Was I following a murder suspect?
that's your business.
Was I following a murder suspect?
Obviously not. You were
Was I?
That's what the real cop is trying to tell you. You have no business stopping a cop type shit. So like, bro, you're just a construction flagger. You tell people to slow down, buddy. You tell people to slow down. You don't pull people over and you don't have lights on top of you. Don't, I mean, bro, come on.
following me.
How do you know?
Because you followed me here.
How do you
You
know?
follow that murder suspect. You'd be following him right now. You wouldn't be talking to me,
You
right?
make my point for me, okay? Your actions, okay? Look it up. In the state of Indiana, when you take action and cause someone to take another action, okay? When you take action like on the interstate, flipping your lights on like this, you cause a chain reaction. You don't know what I was doing, okay? You didn't know I was a police officer. You just thought I was somebody driving on the interstate, coming off the interstate, onto Shadeland, right? What I'm saying is it's not your place to enforce those traffic laws. I understand your heart, your intention might have been in the right place. I don't know. I have no idea what your deal is with Hancock County. What I'm saying is that's a bad idea. As it turns out, you're trying to lecture me on something that you don't know what our job is and what I was doing, okay? I understand you didn't know I was a police officer.
You guys
There
do
are
your
a lot of
thing.
police
I'm just
cars.
asking you to drive with due regard. All right, that's all I want. All right.
It's not your place.
It's not your plate. You're a citizen. I'm sorry. You can drive down the street and want it all
So,
day.
I'm
It's not your job.
I'm not asking you to give me a lecture. I'm here just explaining to you. Actually, I was out here working. I understand now. You think, whatever, I'm wasting my time here.
Okay, but you get where I'm coming from, right? I just see some
You understand?
jackass
I don't like.
driving down the road going 50
It doesn't matter.
Job.
It's not your job.
I'm not here to give you a ticket, okay?
I understand that.
I suppose I could. I haven't been to traffic court in a long time. I know where it's at. I know how to give a ticket. I know they're expensive now, and I'm not trying to tax you like that, okay? You have to understand, you're trying to, in this conversation, justify what you're saying you're not doing. Anyway, I'm gonna snap a couple pictures of your vehicle. I've already got your information. You're free to go. Do you have any questions for me?
I just need a copy of your business card.
I don't have a business card with me. I've already told you my name. I'm making a...
Bro, this is just a situation where a rent-a-cop is abusing his power. This is one of them Friday situations. Shit, but like, come on, bro. You're a construction worker. You're not a cop at all. Like, get your shit together, bro. Just chill. Just chill at the job, bro. Just sit in your car. Have your little lights flashing. And if someone's speeding, all you can do is blink your lights. That's what bro just said. But you just fucked up and pulled over a cop. Come on now. Hey, you fucking up.
Report?
But you have a copy of the report.
I do not provide copies of the report.
They just yapping, man.
Just
Let's
pull a
get
number
to
and then write it down for them.
You just run it 3012 as an organizational plate,
No, it took me a while to get it, but
yeah.
it is like an LF plate.
like a
is the
supporter
code.
plate.
No, it's a
to see if they were aware of similar interactions with John. He received a photograph from June 2022 showing John directing traffic for churchgoers leaving a service. The photo had been taken by someone who was concerned that the vehicle John was using resembled a fake Indiana State Police vehicle.
That's
the
what he's trying to
investigation
do.
deepened as the sergeant reviewed footage from August 2022 recorded during the funeral procession of an Elwood police officer killed in the line of duty. Amid the procession of police vehicles with flashing emergency lights, one vehicle stood out, a car operated by John, equipped with red and white emergency lights bearing a license plate that read, Indiana Traffic Operations.
Ain't no way he going that far, bro. He is going out of his way to guide funerals and all that stuff, bro. You're not a cop, buddy. Bro, you're the bottom line of law enforcement. You can't be doing that. I mean, you can be a cop one day, bro. Like, grind for it, but you not a cop right now. You just stay in the construction zone.
However, the sergeant would soon learn that John made his day-to-day activities well known to the world. Police discovered numerous photos on his public Facebook profile showing him dressed in attire similar to law enforcement uniforms. His bio listed him as the owner of Indiana Traffic Operations LLC since September 2022, though he later removed this information. Among the posts on his page was a photo of John changing a flat tire, but what drew attention was his utility belt, which clearly displayed a firearm. Police subsequently reviewed John's TikTok page, Indy Traffic Cops, which contained hundreds of videos showcasing police vehicles, including his own fleet. In one video, John proudly displayed the interior of a Dodge Charger equipped with emergency lights, and a silver IMPD police badge was visible.
Yo, bro, flexing, boy. Hey, he fake flexing.
While these badges were never publicly available, they could be acquired by retiring officers. Following the incident where he pulled over the sergeant, John appeared to change his TikTok username. Additionally, police found his company's Facebook page, where several posts featured law enforcement-related hashtags. The investigating sergeant believed these posts conveyed a misleading impression that Indiana Traffic Operations was connected to official law enforcement agencies or activities. The company's website was also reviewed, revealing several professionally taken photos of John. The sergeant particularly noted the images where John was standing in a public roadway, directing or possibly obstructing traffic, despite there being no apparent reason for his presence there. In addition, police found John's Instagram page, where his bio stated he was the owner of a page called Law Enforcement's. The account featured over 2,000 posts displaying law enforcement-related vehicles. The sergeant conducted a record.
Hey, I ain't gonna knock his hustle though, bro. Bro on the grind. But like, why didn't you just become a cop for real? he on the grind to fake being a cop, but why didn't you just become a cop? Like, I'm hoping he don't have, like, felonies and shit, but, like, dog, if you gonna put in all this work to become a cop, then become a cop, man. The fuck?
Search too, and confirmed John had never been a police officer with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department.
I told you, he looks nothing like a cop.
Or any other agency. However, he had participated in the IMPD's Explorer program as a high school student in 2016, a detail confirmed by old YouTube videos on his channel, along with other law enforcement related content. With that, his interactions with real police officers stretch back to 2021, when John was stopped for operating a silver Dodge Charger, outfitted with equipment mimicking that of unmarked police vehicles. Items like handcuffs and an Ohio State Highway Patrol sticker were discovered.
Yo.
John was cited and warned about driving a vehicle designed to impersonate law enforcement.
He been doing this since high school. I don't know how old he is right now. I don't know if it said shit, let me know in the comments if it said how old he is. But bro been doing this since high school. He was probably in one of them little police officer classes, and he just took that shit way too far.
By April 2023, John was stopped again, this time for moving violations. A different Dodge Charger, now with state police-style decals, carried a firearm on the passenger seat and tools associated with emergency responders. When officers asked John at the time about the color of the lights on the Charger, he replied, "Get a warrant." In May 2023, a sergeant reviewed footage from another agency showing John arriving at an accident scene before first responders. He blocked the lane of traffic and walked freely among injured parties, police officers, and firefighters. At one point in the footage, both a police sergeant and a firefighter appeared confused about John's identity and his presence at the scene. The investigation also revealed John had owned 22 vehicle titles, most of which were police models.
They all Fords and Dodges. Ford Explorer, Dodge Durango, Dodge Charger, they're all police vehicles.
The inquiry. Based on several of these factors, the investigating sergeant who was initially pulled over by John concluded that John had falsely portrayed himself as a law enforcement officer. On October 17th, 2023, the state of Indiana filed a probable cause affidavit. After a review, probable cause was established and a warrant for John's arrest was issued. The following day, records show that John had been taken into custody. Ultimately, John was charged with impersonation of a public servant, a level 6 felony offense. He had also received a Class C infraction for operating a motor vehicle with a false plate, and he was released a few days later on a $250 cash bond. But the story didn't end there. Just over a year later, John dug himself into deeper shit. He was arrested once again, this time for felony impersonation of a public servant and unlawfully carrying a handgun in his white Ford F-150, a newer addition to his fleet that he had proudly showcased on his TikTok page shortly before the arrest. I think this ship has sailed, but why didn't he just apply to be a police officer?
Exactly what I'm saying. Why didn't you just apply to be a police officer? What? I don't get it, bro. Must be autistic or something. But hey, I appreciate y'all watching the video, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all stay safe out there. I hope y'all learned a lesson. Don't impersonate a police officer. Just become a police officer. But like and subscribe and leave a comment. I appreciate the support.